All right, this is night 2 of Out of the Abyss with the Golden Elms. Here we go. So I'm going to do a brief recap because Doc or Telly disconnected at the end of the last evening. Then we'll get into inspiration points for you guys. And then we're going to figure out how much time that you have been in this prison leading up to this, exactly for each of your characters, and possibly some scavenged possessions that you guys might have outside of the short sword that was dropped.
And the handful of hair.
Yeah, and I'm going to fill in one little detail that was not present on the last night, but is going to be appended to have happened. And that's just who some of these guards are, specifically. So, you all, just brief summary up to the point where Doc disconnected. You're all finding yourselves in a Drow prison. You are awaiting transfer by a caravan to Menzoberranzan to be sold as slaves, is all you really know. And the caravan is late. It's a day or two late, and the guards are getting antsy. The prisoners are getting antsy, and things are kind of the tension that was already thick is escalating. And something went wrong. Something went missing. The head of the prison guard, her name's Ilvara Mizram, just a miserable, horrible drow that has a very dark streak. It has lost some wand and accused some of the prisoners, one of the prisoners in particular, of the Deep Gnome twins, of Topsy and Turvy. Turvy was accused of stealing this wand, and the guards basically went in there, asked for the prisoners to hand over Turvy. No one did, so they opened the gate, single file, made their way in. A little couple scuffles broke out. Ront went to protect the gnomes, got knocked out by a sword hilt, and the twins crawled under and got a few good upper kicks to the nuts and on the drow guards. Thorn made a little attack, grabbed the hair and sliced it right off, and is holding a big old tuft of drow hair now. They did eventually get hands on. The Deep Gnome made their way out until Curious basically, near knocked out, tackled one of them, knocked him over. A drow guard that goes by the name of Jorlin, you're familiar with him. Jorlin dropped his sword, short sword, in the scuffle. Jorlin has a scarred face and is the former lover of Ilvara Mizram. You guys have sort of picked this up along the way. He gets grabbed by the tunic and dragged out by the last one out. Probably the biggest, nastiest of all the guards here goes by the name of Shor Vandry, who is now the current lover of Ilvara Mizram. So they get out. They've got Turvy, and they start filling him up with swords. And his twin sister Topsy is in the corner of the cave, just shrieking, crying, inconsolable, and has collapsed into a puddle of tears in the back of the cave. And there's a very sullen mood amongst you all right now. So that's where we're opening tonight. Does anyone have questions about that?
No, but I make a very clear vow that everyone can hear that I would kill all of them.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I think all of us want a piece of these people.
Oh yeah.
My character's pretty ticked.
Before the guards leave, you see Shore, the guy who dragged out the other guy, just berate the shit out of him. You're pathetic, I can't believe. Boom! He just punches him in the face once or twice. Boom! What the fuck is wrong with you falling down in there? You are weak. It's no wonder you are maimed and scarred and will never amount to anything in this guard. Punches him in. His face is bloodied. He's next to knocked out. He's face down, and you can hear him just fuming, like his breathing. He's sort of face down in the dirt. Blood is starting to like trickle its way back into the prison cell where you guys are from him, intermingling with the blood of the gnome, which is starting to hit the toes of Thorn and Curious. Melionar is still out cold, laying face down after a pretty severe whipping. His back is torn open and bloodied. And Ilvara, in the end, grabs the head of the deep gnome of Turvy and walks over to the gate and sticks her arm in there with the head and says, "This is the fate that befalls anyone who steals from me," and just tosses it in there. And it
Do
rolls
I have the opportunity to grab her arm?
Yes, you can make a competing dexterity check with her if you like.
I didn't do so good.
Let me get her stats real quick. Let me see if I can find them in here. Is there a little section where I can just... Here they are. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, she rolls pretty poorly as well. You
really kind of like
you do grab her arm.
Can I attempt to break it?
Yes, you can. I'm gonna have you guys do competing strength checks for that.
Oh boy. This is not going to end well.
Or who?
Somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, you beat her by one. All right, you grab her arm with one. She's kind of shocked. The head's rolling. You grab it with the other, and you just like, you just bring it down on your knee. She cries out. Roll for damage. I'm going to give you a special adrenaline-fueled vengeance melee roll of 1d4 damage.
Hey, I'll take it. Damage is damage.
Modified by your strength.
Which is a +4.
Okay, she is taking 6 points of damage now on this.
Oof.
And
Test.
We can hear you.
Hear you.
Howdy.
Hello.
No, you're mute. Shut up.
Damn.
okay, she is gonna cast a spell on you right now. She makes a ranged weapon attack. Plus, okay. Thorn, what's your armor class? Sans chainmail. So it's just...
I think it's 14 minus my armor.
This is... Didn't you have some sort of like resilient armor class special?
Yeah, it's the same as mine. It's 14, I would assume.
Yeah, I just
The
don't.
draconic stuff.
Yeah, it's just not on my I mean, I'm resistant to acid and cold as well, but the draconic armor, whatever, should have been on my sheet too.
Okay, let me look it up real quick. And that's just for being a dragonborn, right?
Yeah. Let me look at your sheet because I know you had it on there. Draconic resilience is the thing that I should have.
And who's got the short sword?
Sarah does.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Uh-oh. She's the only one that can move, apparently.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to copy that. Stop closing it on me.
Are we that packed into this cage?
What was that, Doc?
Are we that packed into this cage?
Damage resistance.
Wait, why are you using mine?
Just so I didn't have to type it all out because the compendium's being dumb.
Oh, okay.
I don't see anything to do with armor class in
Really? They don't have
Dragonborn.
draconic resilience?
Not that I know of.
It says when you aren't wearing armor, your AC's 13 plus your dexterity modifier.
I think that's something that's specific to tieflings.
No, it's a draconic bloodline, which is I got access through being a sorcerer. I don't know. She got it probably from being a dragonborn.
I'm not finding that anywhere.
It says class draconic bloodline. It's like a subclass, I guess.
Yeah, why is draconic bloodline and all that stuff not on Dragonborn? That's weird because
Oh, it's not? Uh-oh.
I don't think it is. No.
I'm looking it up too. That's freaking weird.
You have damage resistance that's based on your what type of color of dragon you are.
That's weird that a tiefling would get draconic
Right? Well, it's
resilience.
I guess it's
but,
not a tiefling thing. It's a sorcerer thing.
It's a sorcerer thing.
But someone who is
That's like where
literally
my
of
sorcerer's
dragon
powers come
blood
from.
doesn't.
Right.
Ugh.
I have some kind of draconic ancestor or something, and it awoken in my generation.
Well, either way, I think my AC without my armor, I think it's 14 anyway.
And it says sheen of dragon-like scales. So if they're like magical shells?
I just took my chainmail out of my inventory. Oh, it's actually 12. That's dumb.
Uh-oh.
That is dumb.
Ew.
I'm gonna put my chainmail back in my armor.
So with no armor, one's armor class is 10 plus your dexterity bonus.
So that would be 12, yeah.
It'd be 12.
I just still think it's weird that a dragonborn doesn't have natural armor.
Doesn't have dragon scales.
Yeah, that feels weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume they would too.
All right, I'm gonna make her attack roll. Oops, hold on, that's not it. I didn't add the multipliers in there yet. Sorry. Here's the real roll.
Ooh.
Okay, well, whatever your armor class is, that's that's a hit. You've been hit with 2d8 poison damage, Ray of Sickness. You need to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. You succeed. Okay, a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. Takes 2d8 poison damage and make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it also It is also poisoned until the end of your next turn. So this is the only damage you'll take. You won't take it again next turn.
Two ones, two ones.
This might hurt. Nine.
That hurts.
9.
What is that? About roughly.
Almost all my hit points.
Yeah.
You're down 3. All right, so a little tit for tat just happened. You bring her arm down hard on your knee, and it basically inverts it. Her elbow goes backwards. With her other hand, she screams in pain and says a few words. Solely dominant, and just green goo that is putrid kind of splashes on your face and gets into your eyes, and you immediately you lose grasp of her. You vomit instantly, and you fall to the ground, dizzy, unable to breathe properly, and just about to pass out. She does pass out. She falls backwards and is the fellow who was beating the shit out of the other guard drops him, catches her, and screams, "You'll pay for this! You'll fucking pay with your life!" And starts carrying her away. And the rest of the guards are like, they're just kind of in shock as to what just played out. They sort of separate. They're not actually on the web. They're all kind of just, well, yeah, they are sort of, I don't know. So Shur is his name, and Ilvara, he sort of takes her down this, I don't know if that's up or down exactly, but that ramp into, that is the, these are stalactites. Let me, can you guys see the side view of this? Let me see if I can show that.
So she just got hit with poison damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not gonna persist. If it was acid, I'd have been fine, but
That sucks.
Yeah.
oh no, our torch.
So at the bottom of, if you guys scroll down, you'll see another map below. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you guys are in 11. Oh, you guys don't see. Let me see if I can show this. 1 second.
Yeah, those are the numbers.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are in door number 11. So that little ramp took them into this stalactite like room that is number 10. So there's a side view of where you guys are.
Okay.
Where's that?
You guys are
If
in
you scroll
the
down.
your prison is
Oh,
number
okay.
11. 10 is where Shur just took Ilvara. And the rest of the guards, they act threatening. They like bang on the bars of the gate, and you know, shout out some insulting stuff. You'll pay for this, you fuckers! And then they all kind of dissipate. They sort of go, oh, there is actually Shur right there. All right. So they go off into their various places. The rest of the body parts of Turvy get thrown over into the water below. Okay. So there's sort of like the recap and epilogue of our night one. We're gonna do inspiration points now. So usually I'll do this at the end of each night. Although we were a little pressed for time, I had to go, so we didn't. So generally, like we'll just sort of summarize like what were the cool things that happened, who did something awesome, and then we'll give you inspiration points for that stuff. So. Thorn's attack, chopping the guy's hair off. That was pretty sweet. Inspiration point. Give it to yourself, Sarah.
Where do I put that again on the sheet?
It's under inspiration.
Just next to your strength. You just
there
you
we
just
are.
check it. Either you have it or you don't. Mark, the tackle that yielded a short sword. That was fucking sweet. On Curious's part, give yourself an inspiration point. Can you guys think of other things that were memorable and that you liked that any of the characters did?
Unfortunately, Doc didn't actually get an opportunity. So.
No, I didn't.
I would have probably just stayed hidden in the shadows anyway and just observed.
Yeah.
I couldn't do much but sit there and grumble.
Yeah.
I have stealth too, and I'm sure it's pretty dark in there.
Okay, we're gonna next sort out how long you each have been here. So Thorn and Melionar are the most recent additions. The other three of you came in together, captured. So Thorn and myself are gonna roll a d4 for how many days you have been in this prison. 3 for Melionar. And 4 for
me.
Thorn. The rest of you, let's see. Okay. Nominate one of you, the three of you, to roll a d8 plus 4 for how long you've been here.
Ooh.
Oops, someone's got black dice. That's Doc.
So Doc rolled a 3. So
Well, I can't even see that shit.
it showed on the
It shows in the
chat.
chat window.
Yeah, how you change it is if you just like click your name down here at the bottom. There you go. Now you're
Yeah.
purple.
I didn't think it was going to affect the color of the dice. I didn't put the +4. I was actually looking at the advanced roller, and somehow it rolled for me.
4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. They've been here 7 days.
Yep. I'm gonna document this one moment.
Yeah, I definitely got to learn this interface a little bit better. How did you change your character picture on the bottom, Sarah?
There's a drop down right below where the chat is, and it says as, and then you can pick your character out of there.
Where's that at?
Where the chat is.
Oh,
The
send,
very
okay,
bottom.
down at the very bottom. I got you.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So, like, for example, if Gathering has to go AFK for like 10 minutes, but we're mid combat, I can switch it to as his character and just start rolling off of his sheet.
So I'm basically never going to use that for my character,
No.
other than basically maybe emoting.
You guys all have permissions to all of your characters, so you guys, try not to fuck with each other, but
Really?
but if you have to, in a pinch, go ahead and fuck with
This
each
is
other.
exactly why my old DM used to take our character sheets at the end of our games.
If it becomes a
Notorious about
problem,
editing shit, yeah.
if it becomes a problem, we'll switch permissions. But for now, we'll go with this. Okay, so this is going to affect this whatever. There's a chart for scavenged possessions, things that during your daily chores and duties, they take some of you out each day to clean the latrines and get water and various things. Some of you have picked up this and that. So let's go through each of you and roll for it. So you're gonna add it. Roll a. You can roll a d20 and add how many days you have been in here to your roll. So starting with Thorn. So
And what was I? 4 days, so d20 plus 4.
Yeah.
So 16.
All right, 16. You have picked up a 5-foot long strand of silk rope. Now, you guys have pretty much none of your equipment. Leave all your equipment, though, on your character sheet for now. Just know that it's not live and on you at the moment. So Thorn, add, silk rope, and if you haven't yet, add that short sword, too.
Yep, I'm just doing that, too.
All right, I'll roll for Melionar. I get a d20 plus 3.
And that was just like a regular short sword that wasn't like a +1 or anything like that.
Just regular, yep. 10. I have a gold coin.
Congratulations.
Yay. All right, Seldrick, d20 plus 7.
Why is this short sword not wanting to go on my character sheet?
Did you hit plus to add a new thing?
I did.
So that's a 13. You have a living spider the size of a tarantula that has befriended you.
Name him Lucas.
We're gonna name him Lunch.
That's what I was thinking.
If I get hungry, I'm fucking eating that shit. All right, Curious, d20 plus 7.
Oh, you know what? I don't have the proficient. Oh, I do have proficiency for short sword. Why is this not adding?
Let me see if I can add it for you. I'm hitting plus in your equipment and putting short sword. It appears to be there for me. I'm going to add it to your weapon as well.
The game just doesn't like me.
Strength. Let me bring up the weapons table. So look up its damage and all that goodness.
I think a short sword is 1d4.
D6.
I think
Long
it's
sword's
D6.
D8, I think.
All right.
Yep, 1d6.
I'm pretty sure I have the weapons memorized if they haven't changed in the second edition.
I know, right? They've changed it a little bit. 1d6 piercing, finesse, and light. So, finesse means it uses your dexterity instead of strength. Did you guys all know that?
Oh, I never used those rules back in the day.
So
We tried armor types and weapon types. It just had to be too much paperwork and crap going on. But that was us back in the day, so trying to streamline it now.
It's type.
Yeah, it makes sense that like a weapon like a rapier would. Doesn't matter how strong you are.
Yeah, historically there was different weapons for different armor types.
So what's 14 on the list?
You also have a living spider the size of a tarantula.
We got all kinds of food.
Damn, so I got a pet.
All right, Telly, d20 plus 7.
Damn.
Oh yeah, high roll. You have a rusted iron bar that could be used as a club. It does 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Woo!
You know what the weight
You
is?
can bludgeon.
It's 1d4 plus what?
That's it. Just 1d4
Oh, just 1d4.
bludgeoning damage. It is. It'll use your strength as your to
Gotcha.
hit and damage bonus.
And do you know what the weight is?
2 pounds. I'm not terribly concerned with encumbrance. I don't really bother with that. If you guys want to mark it down, you may.
Unless I'm carrying like 400 bars of gold or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Within reason,
we'll
yeah.
make calls more based on like the one thing you have that's super heavy and how much that weighs you down, rather than just tracking it explicitly. All right, so the guards kind of keep their distance from you for the rest of the period. There's no day, there's no night. It's just kind of more based on sleep cycles. This was sort of the end of the work shift that they brought you back, so it's like the equivalent of late in the day. And Topsy is just inconsolable. Ront tries to comfort her and leave me alone. I don't want to deal with this. She just blows him off. At one point, Prince Darendil goes over to her and she just kicks him in the shin. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be okay, little one. Don't worry. And other than them bringing food by and shoving it on, under the gate, you don't really have any more interactions with the guards today.
Which one of the twins is left? I forget.
Topsy, the girl.
Okay. I will make sure to, with it's gonna look silly with a short sword, but essentially do the whole knight's pose, get down on one knee, put my sword on the ground, bow my head, and pledge to her that I will avenge her brother's death.
All right. And she just kind of looks over at you as you do it, and mostly unresponsive. She just puts her head back in her arm and turns away from you and just rests in the corner, occasionally sulking and crying a little bit.
When it comes to deep gnomes, like how old are these guys? Are they still like kids? Are they teenagers, young adults? I don't know the average lifespan of a deep gnome.
Well, as she's doing that, I'm gonna walk up and kneel and nod at her. And slowly stand up and go back into my corner.
Okay. She mostly ignores you as well.
No, to Sarah's, to Thorn.
Oh.
As she's got the sword in the ground.
I'm assuming he's taking the bow with me. Silently, of course.
Of course.
That's the nod. I have to get good at playing charades.
Hey, I had to do it as a druid all the time because I'd be in forms and I can't speak common out loud with it. So I had to make a lot of paw gestures and facial expressions to convey my messages.
How does a druid do sign language?
I was wondering if there's some kind of sign language in Forgotten Realms too. I doubt it.
There might be a drow sign language.
Well, no, it was more like if I scouted something, I would put my paw to my face, point in the direction, and low grumble, and that to my team meant like in that direction there's baddies.
Eventually, I want to get a notebook to carry around or a book, an empty book to carry around, just so I can write down notes and shit. How do we get to? If we get to it, though.
Do I get any of my hit points back throughout the day? Is there anybody here that can heal me?
Yeah.
Eventually, Melinar wakes up. Oh, by the way, to answer your question, they are immature but adult gnomes. They're on the young side. They're 50 years old. Gnomes live to be 350 to almost 500 years old.
Okay, so they're like 18 to early 20s.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yes, exactly. Melinar groans. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, I don't feel so good.
You missed all the fun.
What did I miss?
Well, I got to shave a drow and break another's arm.
And then act one on its
I bet
ass.
that feel good. And then he notices the severed head, which, unless someone has moved it, is sitting still in the middle of the room. Oh, and then hold on, let me look up. In the name of Ilmater, what the hell happened with him?
I laugh.
I reiterate a brief description of our interactions with the drow.
God, is the wee one all right?
Definitely
And he
not.
looks over and
No.
no. Oh no. You don't look so good yourself, Thorn.
It
Are you all right?
May have taken a little poison to the face.
God, you look like absolute hell.
It's only a
She
flesh
did get as
wound.
worse as she gave.
Sorry, Fired. I saw it building in your eyes. I had to give it.
Oh, come on.
Millionaire stands up and walks over to Topsy. She ignores him as well. And he just kneels down and says, I'm so sorry, little one. And he closes his eyes and he bows his head. And he says a prayer to her. Please, Ilmater, ease the pain of this lovely little gnome and let her be comforted in the time of her greatest pain. I know this can't be easy. And he reaches out and he puts his hand on her shoulder and she pulls away and he pulls back and he just shakes his head and gets back up.
Is there a way for me to non-verbally communicate to Stool? Like, can he just naturally hear our thoughts if we, like, think in his direction kind of thing? Or does he have to initiate that kind of communication?
He doesn't have to initiate it. You can basically, like, look at him and talk, and everyone will hear you, and Stool will too.
But what if I don't want to be heard by anybody else?
Try it.
Okay. What would I roll to see if that's successful?
No roll. If you want to prevent the others from knowing what you're saying to him, just DM me what you're thinking to him. Meanwhile, Melinar comes over to you and says, "You're in bad shape, Thorn. Let me help. Can I say a prayer on your behalf and ease your pain? Ilmater will infuse you with the light and love."
Sounds good.
Okay. He bows his head. He puts his short hand way up on
I would kneel down for his sake.
You know, okay. He puts his hand on your head and says another prayer. Ilmater, in these trying times, please relieve the pain and the burden on this beautiful creature, Thorn, and heal her sickness. His sickness. And this cavern is pretty dark, but you all see a little ray of light kind of gathering into his hands and coursing over Thorn's head down his shoulders. And you are filled with kind of your sickness is immediately relieved, and you have feelings. It's almost an ecstasy-like feeling of just vitality, and you take a deep breath as it's happening, just unintentionally. From this, like, these whatever's flowing through your body now. And you take a certain amount of healing goodness. 1d8
Plus your
plus
casting
5.
modifier. Roll high.
You take 8 points of healing.
Full health points, yeah.
And you're surprised by how amazing that felt to be healed in that way. You're like, holy shit, this is no joke.
I'm gonna keep you. Instead of having a party, I'm just collecting things. I already have stool. Now I've just, said I'm keeping the dwarf. Kidnapping companions. That's what I'm doing over here.
I'm going to link you guys a video that if you care, I'll do this from time to time for more backstory. So I'm going to post it in Discord right now. There's a guy that does a series on like the lore of the Forgotten Realms, and they're really good videos. So Ilmater is the god that Melionar worships. So this video kind of breaks down who and what Ilmater is. Your characters will generally know all this stuff. So if you want to learn a little bit more about it, there you go. All right, so time passes. Those of you who want to eat dinner, Melionar says, "This is fucking disturbing having this head here. It's gonna traumatize this kid for life. Let's get it out."
I was about to say, are we gonna bury it, put it in a sack? Do we have a sack to put it in?
He walks over and picks it up with his hand and walks to the door in the same little hole that they pass your food through. He bowls it out there and it goes flying out onto the cave floor. All right, now that's dealt with.
How many guards in general are watching our cell at any time?
Just to the right of where you guys are, you can hear and occasionally see, if you get the right angle, 2 guards are on a guard post. I'm going to reveal these.
I know we're in a cave, but is there any way to discern time of day?
No, there is not.
Nothing. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, we're in a place where there's like no sunrise, sunset, so
That's right. You guys have you have no idea if it's the same like 24-ish hours that are above ground, but you guys are on a sleep cycle. So, in terms of your sleep cycle, it's getting late, 10 o'clock, 10:30, something like that.
I would confer with all of my cellmates quietly. Anybody ready to get out of this shithole? I can try to remove this door.
Have I noticed any kind of like routine or pattern in the guards that might be of use?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain times they come and bring you food. It's twice a day, just once in the morning and once at night. That's sort of, you usually wake up. That'll occur an hour or two after you're up. And then maybe an hour-ish after that, they'll come and grab 2 or 3 of you. And it changes every time. They never have the same 2 of you out simultaneously until it's kind of like rotated through everyone. They'll be gone for 10 hours or so and then are returned. And then shortly after will be the dinner service, if you want to call it that. And that's about it. They come, they occasionally people walk by. There are always 2 guards just to your north.
But how far away?
You can see them on the map. Or do you see them?
I see him.
I'm checking. Okay, yeah.
He's talking about these two guys.
Yep.
You guys also know...
The square's 5 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to mark 2 more guards. At the other end of this whole thing. So basically, let me move the torch so that we can have one side. I'm going to...
Does Scarface ever guard our cell? Or is he too important?
He does from time to time. Sure does not. Ilmater, no, that's sorry, the guard. Ilvara does not. But Jorlin, is that his name? Yep, Jorlin Duskrim does from time to time. He is sort of disgraced, and he gets menial tasks. You will see him occasionally scrubbing the ground.
I wonder if I can provoke him into opening the cell.
Are they within? Can they see the door from where they're standing, or is it kind of out of sight?
Which ones are you talking about?
The guards to the right.
If you are in the corner, yeah, you can. There. Well, let's see. Let's look at the side view. 12.
Are they down by that other entrance tunnel?
Yeah. Let me see. Are they in that little cubby? Let me read real quick. One moment.
Okay.
I'm going to revise a little bit. Dinner is about to be served to you guys. It's a little late, but there's certain sounds of cooking and getting of things, and so you know they've made it, and they're going to bring it to you. Sometimes they don't when they're extra pissed, and you guys get starved for a meal.
Good chance of that happening.
Yes.
Considering I like to break arms.
And I knocked the guy down to the ground on his ass.
So there's a little tiny room. There's a tiny door. So you guys don't see the 2 guards actually. They're inside of a guard post little room.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to inspect the lock without them seeing me.
Yeah, you can.
On the door itself, I'm not proficient in these tools, but I do have some. I think I've been trained in them.
Oh, we don't have any gear.
Yeah, I know I don't have any tools, but I should know how locks work.
Kelly, I'm going to give you... Wait, so do you... Let's see, you are a monk. We have no...
Because of my background, so I was raised by kind of like these ninja-type brotherhood of assassins.
Okay.
Sweet.
But I did find that bar, and what I'm thinking is using it to kind of maybe pry the door open somehow, or break the lock, or even use it to pick the lock. I don't know how.
We can use the bar with the silk rope. We could like pee on it.
Use my acid breath on the lock.
That'd work too.
You could do that.
That would work too. Did not.
That would.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
I'm trying to be all clever with like fulcrums and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to like pee on some rope and twist the door open.
Fortunately for you guys, I come equipped with 2 sets of weapons: my claws and my breath. They can't take those away from. Well, I guess they could take the claws away from me.
I think when I level up enough, I get a breath attack too, and it's going to be the same thing, acid breath.
Well, mine's acid and cold because of my mix of black and white.
Right.
So.
To be able to keep us locked up. I shouldn't say that.
So if everybody in the cell is agreeable, I plan to breathe all over the lock of this door.
I can see this going down like this. I'm over there finagling with this iron bar and stuff, trying to figure it out. You walk up, kind of push me aside, and just breathe on it.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I wouldn't push you aside. I think I'd like flick you in the back of the ear.
That'll hurt him.
Well, he is an elf, and it's just sticking out there.
Yeah, you might deal damage to him.
Good point.
I mean, he's not a wizard. Wizards are the most delicate.
Yeah, that's true.
You can look at a wizard wrong and they'll fall over.
Are we still like tied up so we can't use our hands or anything? Or is that gone now?
Yeah,
I was just gonna have her acid me out of it, anyways. I guess.
some of you have bindings on, some of you don't. It kind of depends on who's been a troublemaker and who is not. Jim Jar is bound. Boopido is bound. Eldeth is not. Topsy is not. Ront is bound. And I'm going to have you each roll of, let's see.
Ron's the orc, right?
Yeah,
Ron
Ron's
is
the orc.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Last jaw or
Is there anyone who tried to do something and were
Yeah,
not
I'm sure
able
just
to?
because of my background, I probably got in an altercation with that orc already, so I'm probably tied up.
Yeah, Telly is bound. Let's see. Seldrick is bound because of his
Magic guessing.
yeah. Seldrick, one thing that you've already established too, even cantrips don't work in this pen. You believe they've got some kind of anti-magic field going on.
Figures.
You've tried spells, they haven't worked. She was able to cast a spell outside of it that functioned when it got inside. Thorn, you are not bound, but you suspect you will be shortly.
I'm
And
okay with the risk.
Melionar is not bound.
Did the thing I DM you work?
Did you do it in Discord or Roll20?
Discord.
Okay, let me check that.
And then whenever you're ready, I'll breathe on the locks to try to break them. None of that yawning nonsense. You're gonna make me yawn.
I can't fucking help it.
You're radio tonight.
I was gonna say we're not even 5 more hours, buddy.
I'm not even in the raid group.
Huh?
Not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Plenty
Why
of every time I do on a character, my DPS sucks. Just ask Sarah. And this time I'm playing a pally.
Which pally?
Rat.
Nice. Which character's name?
A runer.
Are you in a guild?
Yeah. You want me to join the
Oh,
alt
I
raid?
remember. I tried to help you with Frost Mage at one point.
Yeah, and I still sucked.
Takes practice.
I'm getting better at the pally. At least I got it geared somewhat.
Took me like 15 years to get as good as preset as I am.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, so before you guys begin anything, you hear dinner coming and changing of the guard occurring. By the way, one thing I want to mention too, I will occasionally, as I did last time, go outside of turns and initiative and everything, and just kind of move the game to a little bit of real-timeness to kind of add tension. Like I'll start moving characters quickly and telling you what they're doing quickly, just to kind of like up the tension of the moment. When I'm doing that, you guys are free to just kind of interrupt and say what your characters are doing too.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Also, if you see me making weird faces in random directions, it's me playing with the 4-year-old. She's right behind my monitor making weird faces at me.
Okay. You hear someone coming up the steps from the guard outpost below. You hear some words happening. You can tell a shift change has just occurred. The 2 guards that were there are now being replaced with 2 other guards, and you hear one of them coming up the stairs to bring you your food.
I'm in the middle of a game.
And it's Jorlin. It's the guy with the mangled face that Curious that you knocked down. And he who wants to be by the door when he arrives?
Oh, excuse me. I definitely will.
Okay.
All right.
I want to try to convince him to either join our side or I want to get a good chance of using charisma here.
Good luck on your persuasion.
Okay. Move your. I'll move Millionaire out of the way, and Jim Jar. Whoever wants to be in this interaction, get over by the door. So that's Curious. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Curious?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Close enough. Whatever. All right. So he comes. He's got like a plate with a bowl of gross mush stuff. The diet. A couple of things are typical of diets in the Underdark. Everything is fungus based. There's mushroom forests down here. There's some occasional meat that may be spiders or other small critters. And so there's just sort of a big bowl of slop and a couple of spoons in it, and a pile of meat and a bunch of like fungus steaks, basically. And Jorlin bows down to his knee to slide it under, and he looks at you, Thorn, and says, "You got my sword, right?"
Yep, thanks.
Shh. He shifts it under. He says, "If I could give you a means of escape from here, would you take it?"
Yes.
I look at the drow skeptically because I don't trust drow. But I'm not necessarily saying no.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Because I've seen him be abused by his peers, so I know he probably has a motivation for revenge, but I still don't trust drow.
Okay.
So,
Getting tired of getting kicked around, huh?
It's worse than you know.
I look under the tray to see if he slipped anything under there. Like a key or
He didn't.
whatever.
He says, "I've just started my guard duty, and when my guard duty ends, this door will remain unlocked. I'll make a distraction. You wait for it. And when you hear all kinds of commotion, that's when you go.
All right.
What are you doing?
There's an armory.
Get off that stool, please.
The armory is above the guard post in the hanging tower just in front of the slave pen. So it's that, if you look below 10, room 10.
Okay. So
Above it is the armory.
Okay.
So
So I'm not that far
Guessing all
away.
our gear's in there.
Yeah.
From there, you can jump down to the webs below and then over the edge into the pool. It's deep enough that you won't be harmed. From there, there's a couple of ways that you'll be in the cavern. You can head northeast, you could head northwest, or you could head south. I'll leave it to you which way you go.
And what do you want out of this?
I want for those bastards to be embarrassed. I want for the caravan to show up for you and you not be there.
Aren't you going to get a lot of blame for this though? This happening during your shift?
It won't happen on
Actually-
my shift.
It'll happen at someone else's.
Yeah, but
You wait
will be
till
at the
after
end of
the
his
shift
shift.
changes.
oh, so you want us to kill the guards that come back after your shift?
I don't want you to kill anybody. I want you to get out of here. The guards
Well,
will be occupied
if we don't kill
with the
them, they're going to
distraction.
say that we opened the gate.
I don't care what they say.
All right.
You have all the information you need. Good luck in your journey.
Yep.
And,
What are
he,
your plans after this?
and he walks away towards the north, goes back into the guardhouse.
Can I make a perception check to see if he's lying in any way, shape, or form?
Make an insight check.
That works. Where's my insight? Oh, God, I don't have a bonus stat. All right, roll good. Come on.
11.
Mediocre.
You don't get a great read on him. You know, as you said, Drow are all deceitful and devious. You can't really tell if he's fucking with you or not. You just in the interactions with him and the others that you have seen, you know, his former lover's new lover fucks with him all the time.
He's a cuckold.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cheating bastard's fucking on him.
Can I also make an insight check?
Sure.
Wow.
Much better than I.
Yeah.
You get the sense that he is being sincere, and you believe him.
Yeah, he's his pride's too damaged. He
Yeah.
just wants to watch the world burn.
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting a call.
You're good.
Do you guys mind if we take 5? My lady has landed in Jamaica.
Yeah, we have to keep going.
I haven't been able to really talk to her yet today.
I'm just kidding.
Is that all right with you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It's 7:46. Let's be back. And you guys want to take 5 or 10?
Up to you.
Yeah, whatever's best for you.
Let's do 10. So 46 now. Let's meet again. 47 now. Meet again at 57. After.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
You okay over there? You hurt yourself? Oh, he doesn't have his headset on.
He's in a wheelchair, he said.
Yeah, I knew that from last year. It looks like he hurt himself trying to get from his computer chair to his wheelchair.
Yeah. It's probably just hard to move from one to the other.
What's up?
It looked like you hurt yourself trying to get from your regular chair to your wheelchair there.
A little bit. My shoulder's just hurting. I'm gonna go get some Tylenol for it anyways.
Is that a candy cane?
Yeah, that's a
it
candy
is.
cane.
Don't judge me. I have a thing.
You're perfectly fine.
It's peppermint, right?
Ew.
Give me
I
time
love
to get a
that
snack and a drink.
The like good candy canes are the Jolly Rancher ones.
Ew, those are gross. Well,
I am not a candy kind of person. I don't really have a sweet tooth.
there's
I'm
only a
not
few
either.
candies I like, and really candy canes is the biggest one for me.
Starburst or Jolly Ranchers every once in a while. Otherwise, I like peanut butter cups. That's my
If I buy candy, it's chocolate. It's always chocolate.
yeah, gotta be peanut butter and chocolate. That's my thing.
I like Reese's Pieces and Reese's Cups. Those are good. I like Rolos.
Otherwise, it's usually salty shit. I love
Mhm.
salty food.
I can't go with the salty stuff so much anymore.
Yeah, I should really lay off too. I've got a soy sauce addiction lately.
Hey, Scarlett, it's time to put. Why did you get Play-Doh out without asking? You don't get
Like I'm
Play-Doh out
almost
without
always
asking.
eating sunflower
Put it
seeds.
away.
We're
Yeah, I
used
was
to.
I'm
addicted to
forbidden.
those when I was a kid. I wore a permanent groove in one of my teeth eating those damn things.
I used my front teeth to like break it open, so I
Yeah, I
don't
did
think I
too.
ended up with
And I
that.
have a little tiny groove in one of my front teeth from the sunflower seeds over the years.
Yeah, I stopped that once they said I had high blood pressure and put me on meds. I'm like, sunflower seeds are too salty for that kind of shit.
Almost every summer, all summer, I eat sunflower seeds constantly.
We used to grow them in New Mexico.
Never tried growing them. There's a farm up the road that has sunflower seeds, but never
I
got
like-
me from there.
I like sunflower seeds. I just don't want to have to work for them, so I get the ones that are already like pre-shelled and roasted.
I just like them because they keep me busy. And
Yeah, it's like
you're
a
not eating
oral
lot, and they're
fixation thing.
salty. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what these are for me.
I think that's why I smoke too, because I have an oral fixation.
Like if I didn't have a candy cane, every once in a while you'd see me like, "Arr."
Yeah,
On a pen.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, well,
I've switched to unsalted nuts.
got a
That in my
toothpick for me
hands
to-
always. I've always got to be doing something with my hands. That's why I love computer
Well,
I
you
also
are a
get
guy, so.
and pottery.
almonds that are powdered in dark chocolate.
Ooh, those sounds good. I like the honey.
Those
Yeah,
are
nuts,
super
too.
good for you too. It's not sugar or anything.
The
Yeah,
pistachios, those are
And I'm
delicious.
not really an almond fan. When it comes to nuts, it's really only like peanuts and cashews that I like.
Cashews
Those are like
okay.
super fatty nuts. Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
don't
they're
eat
not
them
really
very
nuts,
often, but I
so-
won't like get a trail mix that has almonds or pecans or
I
something
like
in it. I don't-
pecans. You ever had candy pecans?
Yeah, I just don't like them. When they're
No?
candied, like
Oh,
the
they're so good.
texture on the inside just. Ugh. It's a
Just throw 'em in
texture
a
thing for
frying
me.
pan with a little bit of butter and some brown sugar and toss them till they're coated. Delicious in salads.
I get like
Yeah,
trail mix with the
definitely
chocolate in it.
don't like nuts or fruit in my salads, and I don't
I
like
didn't
nuts
either,
in
but
my desserts or
until I
breads.
worked at an Italian restaurant, some of the salads they made there were freaking amazing. They had all kinds of random shit in them. I don't know.
Italian cuisine is a very vegetarian kind of cuisine. They have all kinds of crazy
Depends
salads.
on the
and-
region. Yeah, they do have a lot of salads. Very fish oriented too. Most of the regions.
Yeah, fish and lamb are the most common meats in Italy.
Mm-hmm. And pork. We've got some really good cured pork products in Italy. And some pancetta. Ooh, I love some pancetta. There's some prosciutto wrapped asparagus. I don't like either
Oh
one
my
of those
God,
by
I love-
themselves, but they're so good together.
Prosciutto, mozzarella, and muskmelon together.
I'm not a fan of
Sounds-
muskmelon. I don't think I've ever tried that though.
Sounds weird, but it goes great.
I don't know. I've been on
Oops.
a pot sticker kick lately. Made about 10 pounds of them in the past month. Gave away about half of them.
I keep clicking the wrong general and it puts me in voice chat.
Yeah, I was doing that the other night too.
I mean, it feels like there's not much my character can do right now.
Pretty much not. I'm the most equipped without my equipment character out of our team.
I need a few levels before I start to shine.
I'm gonna be the same way. I
you
need
going to bed?
spells.
Yeah. Hang on, let me put my candy cane down.
Once I get my shadow step, it's game
Oh,
on.
hang on, back up. The chair was rolling towards you. I didn't want to squish your toes. Okay.
I'm thinking about picking up there's a spell for like
Not
telepathic
you.
communication.
Yeah, I think I get an access to a spell like that at a later level. I was
I've
looking
been
into
I've been
that.
thinking about it, but debating it because I'm like, well, it kind of messes up
One.
his roleplay that he wants to do. So
Well, eventually I'll do it,
Can you throw that
but
away?
for a while I do want to roleplay the mute character just because I think it'd be fun because I could play charades and shit.
I did that on my first.
I said I'll be drawing shit and like pictures on the ground and stuff, and I want to get a book so I can take notes on everything and write notes to people, and that's how I'll communicate. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I was trying to copy a meme of a guy who played a bear and communicated through gestures and stuff with the bluff skill and it was another edition of the D&D that I don't think works in 5e, but
I'm gonna go towards more like insight and perception and stuff. Since I don't talk a lot, I'm always like I'm paying even closer attention than most people do to things. Sort of like compensating for the loss of a sense, like blind people or deaf people do. That's what I was saying.
see if I can find the story I tried to copy. Only I was like a cat instead of a bear. Sir Barrington.
That's an awesome name.
Also, Doc, I do feel like your icon in Zoom has just been staring in my soul for like the last hour.
Yeah, he's kind of
It's a little intense.
yeah. He's a bit hardcore. He's like your typical emo. Put it that way. I'm like the '90s kind of emo.
There, I posted it in
That kind of
D&D, the
attitude.
story.
Cynical, and I laugh at inappropriate times. Where'd you post it? Or is it just on your sheet now?
In the D&D thing in Discord. By growling and gesturing, I can fake speaking a language I don't speak. With bluff or something like that.
What the hell? It'd be fun just to play just like the most ridiculous campaign someday.
Roar, shrug.
I can't wait till
Queen.
the first opportunity of me getting drunk in my other game because roll d12, see what language I'm speaking.
Over the course of the game, be knighted as Sir Barrington, Queen hosts dinner in my honor. Did you find it's 4chan?
Yeah, this is an old 4chan story. Yeah.
It looks like their format, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do that in 5e. It did not work so good.
Wow. That was great.
Yeah, I think that story actually helped me get into this because before I thought it was kind of a more of a rigid game, like a board game or something.
D&D?
Yeah,
I'll give you whatever hell you want it to be.
yeah.
I've played it
I
before
read that
with
and I'm
just
like, I guess it
paper
could
and
be
a deck
pretty
of cards
flexible, huh?
for the place of the dice. I was camping one time, didn't have any shit, and we wanted to play D&D, so we just made it up as we went.
Nice.
Fun as hell.
By the way, Sarah, next week I'm going to start working on my mage because I want to switch back to my mage.
And wow,
Yeah.
okay. We need a mage, don't we? Oh, yeah,
We
there's
have-
Elm.
No, we have Andrus
Oh,
and
that's right, like
Bea.
Andrews too.
Elm too, but I don't know. It's the frost DK is getting a little. Like I said, I have like a gazillion cooldowns.
Just admit it, you miss your mage.
I miss it a little bit, but that's just because I haven't played it in a while. But it's just the Death Knight is very simple, but it's hard to master. There's a lot of moving parts, and I'm I'm getting a little frustrated with it.
You could type 90 words a minute, you could roll priest. Shit's ridiculous. I've had like 120 some casts in a fight per minute in some of our raid fights. I don't know how the hell that works, but
You
whatever.
talking shadow?
Yeah, dude. I was looking at our logs, just cast per minute, and like it's ridiculous. Priests are way up at the top. It's me and Auriace every single fight for cast per minute.
I'm sure you're hitting tab and
Well, a single target, no, because I've got ship proc and then I can cast it while casting other things too. So,
Oh yeah.
oof.
and I've got like double cast spells because of a talent. I can cast one dot and it puts both my dots on them.
That's part of my problem with DK is you can do so many things simultaneously.
Mhm.
It's hard to keep track of everything.
You gotta have pretty damn nimble fingers
Ooh,
too.
the DM's late to come back.
That's right. She's safe and sound in Jamaica, and they have They have attained the weed that her mom likes to smoke.
She fly to Kingston? Oh wait, can she fly from Jamaica back to a state that is legal, or is that still illegal?
Oh, you can't take a weed on a plane.
I didn't think so. Yeah,
I mean,
well, I
we've
didn't
got
know if it's legal in the state you're going to. I didn't know if you could then.
It's not legal here in Georgia. No, it's decriminalized, so I think it's a ticket now, but it's not legal.
Soon enough. Wisconsin's the same thing. Although 1,000 feet across my backyard over the river, it's legal in Michigan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
Wisconsin, upstate New York, the two places I've been are just
15 states that aren't right now.
Well, I mean, those two states, I've learned that the old people run the government.
In Wisconsin, yeah, definitely.
And
exactly
in upstate New York, it's like, ugh. The laws are like so weird.
Our government is so screwed up in Wisconsin and gerrymandered so bad.
I think it's just a matter of time. Like, weed's going to be legal here real quick.
Our government's starting to see how much money Minnesota and Illinois and Michigan are making off from it, and they want in.
Well, it's kind of like alcohol and.
Well, that's one of the problems in Wisconsin. We've got the tavern league because most of the beer in the United States is made in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And tavern league runs
it doesn't help that there's nothing
here.
to do in Wisconsin except go to the bar.
Yeah, so tavern league
and watch football.
They've been going against it the entire time. It's exactly why it's not legal here.
Yeah.
Yeah, our government's corrupt here.
Like
it's really
in
nice
upstate
state,
New York, you can't pump your gas with a little clippy thing that keeps the pump open
I'm sure
for
some
you.
Stupid person did something dumb, and that's why that law is there.
In all of upstate New York, none of the pumps have them.
In Oregon, I don't know if it's some cities or all of Oregon, you can't pump your gas at all. They like protect the gas attendant. Like,
don't they do that down south in like Kentucky and stuff? I've been at gas stations down there where you just pull up and it's like the old school, like full service.
No, I don't know. I know Oregon does that though.
Attendant in a long time.
I thought in New York it was to torture us because it's cold as balls outside in New York.
Shit.
Like half the year, it's always like so cold, and
same thing.
Now it's
to
not.
hold the damn pump open.
-20 with a -30 wind chill, and you got to pump gas. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that one does suck.
All right, go this way.
The 10-minute break turned into
12.
Oh, that's right.
More.
Okay, continuing on. So he goes back to the guard post. You guys are left to your devices for several hours or so until the shift changes or some distraction occurs. You want to do anything in the meantime?
Nothing really to do, I guess.
none of us have any dice. Can't play some dice.
Can I try to wiggle out of my bindings or break my bindings somehow?
Yeah, you can do a.
Wait, she's got a sword.
She's got a sword and she has
I'm gonna
acid
go over.
breath.
I'm gonna go over to
she
the
could.
dragon thing, and I'm gonna turn around and kind of poke try to hit her with my hands or tie behind my back or in front of me. Or whatever.
They rope bindings or are they chain bindings?
They're chain metal.
Oh, sword ain't gonna do. Short sword ain't gonna do crap to that. Is there enough space in the chain for him to separate his hands enough for me to use a little bit of my breath weapon safely, or is there?
It's about this far apart, and so no, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to get the bar in between the chain links? The metal bar that I have.
Not between the chain links, but you could like kind of wind it.
No, that won't work.
Well, it's a thin metal bar, so yeah, you can kind of get it in between a chain link. There's one that's a little malformed and a little wider, and that is the only one, but you can get it in there.
So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna walk up to her. Okay, hang on. Turn the camera on so I can show this. Okay.
There we go.
Hey,
So I've got my-
Hey, there he is.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got my chain links like this, and I've got here's my bar. It's flashlight. You can see that? Okay, so I've got my bar, and I'm gonna kind of like put it like this and try to get it in the hole, and I'm gonna walk up to her like that and just kind of hold it into her face.
Frank.
Wait, what does she do? Or
Take
gonna
the
walk up
bar
to her
and
like
essentially
this.
crank it to break the chain.
And I'm gonna put
link.
the bar into the hole in the chain that I can, and I'm just gonna walk up to her and I'm gonna hold it like that in front of her face.
Okay. And you try to spin it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping she does. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try, like do this with my head.
So
Headbanger.
she rotates it a couple times, and it ends up like just kind of rotating your arms,
That's
but
what I figured.
Not that way. Sideways,
sideways.
because you're trying to break the link, right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay. So there's several
She's
chain
trying to-
links between the two iron bracers that you have got locked to you right now. So it ends up just kind of winding the chain like a little tighter and tighter
Yeah.
until
not enough tension. Okay.
they're essentially touching. But meanwhile, you try a few other things. Let's just give you a general Thorn, a DC 20 strength check. So you get a DC. You have to roll a 20 or higher. But you get plus 40 your roll since you've got massive strength.
Bummer.
Try as you might, you do it.
I
You
tried.
fucking you try to use the gate as another lever to like like wedge it against, and everything you do just doesn't happen.
All right, go sit back down in the corner.
How thin is that silk rope? Someone has a silk rope. I know that.
It's
Sarah.
third of an inch. I mean, given enough time, we could use that as a saw, but that seems like a little time consuming.
I'd just say wait till we bust out of here, punch a guard in the face,
Yeah.
and take his keys.
Exactly.
Now we're getting keys there.
Thorn's gonna have to take care of the guards that are on the next shift. None of us can really go.
Wait a minute. Was I bound or something?
A couple of us are. I
Kyrus,
started shit
you're
with the
not
orcs,
bound.
so they chained me up.
Okay, so I'm not bound.
Seldrick and Telly are.
Alright, so I guess we just wait it out until the whole
Commotion.
motion begins.
Okay. So an hour goes by, a few hours go by. It's getting essentially past time to go to bed. There's usually one more change of the guard, so like the night shift kicks in. You figure it's maybe 3-4 hours beyond dinner where he came to give you guys food, and you hear a little commotion of the change in guard. Give me just one moment to read this.
Yep.
All right, so normally the new guard comes and the old guard leaves. You're noticing that this one is happening a little differently than normal. Dorlin, the guy that you that talked to you, brought you your food, walks by alone, goes up that ramp, and goes off, in across the ramp again over to the sort of other side. So you suspect there's still one guard in the guard outpost. A little time goes by, a minute, 5 minutes, and the other guard you hear come out of the guard post, go up the stairs, go in up the little across the ramp to the stalactite room, exit the other side, and also head to the other area.
No new guards so far?
No new guards have arrived.
I push the door. Does it open?
Well, there's a latch, so like you
Well, yeah.
turn the latch, you push it open, and yeah, it is unlocked right now.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Let's book it to that equipment room.
Yeah, let's book it to the armory.
Get our shit back.
Keys to get these manacles off.
Just as you begin to open the door, you hear a horrible droning buzz through the cavern.
Uh-oh.
I hate bugs.
Followed by an inhuman shrieking.
The fuck is this that we're gonna have to deal with?
You hear alarm horns sound out.
Oh.
And something flies by the cavern. There's not a lot of light. You can't really see much. It seemed kind of big. Another one goes by. And then something smaller. Then you hear a horn, an alarm horn that you guys have heard before. 4 more smaller things fly by. And then a couple of them, they kind of go out past this cavern and like kind of come back in. One of them lands in the little guard outpost next to you. And then one of the smaller things land, and you see a furious battle begin between these two creatures that you don't know quite what they are. And the rest of the other larger thing goes past and lands sort of at the other end of this larger platform, a little slightly south of here. And 3 more of the smaller things land and get into a furious battle with it. I'm going to show you what these things look like if I can. Move my drinks around.
She's a puppy. Or a kitty.
Yep. What's up?
It's a puppy.
It's dog.
The DM's assistant has arrived. This is baby Bijou.
That a bug?
Yeah, she's a pug.
Yeah, I got
got
3
snorting. Yep.
I got 3 dogs here and a cat right now.
All right, nice.
I got 2 dogs making thunder upstairs. I just heard them.
Soon to have a 4th dog.
Oh, nice. What are you getting?
Shit.
Oh, cool.
I have 2 other shits and a chihuahua.
Awesome.
Sister's got 2 chihuahuas. One of them looks like a Pomeranian, though. He's so adorable.
Oh, one of the long-haired chihuahuas?
Yeah, he's so cute. He smells like his breath is so terrible because he eats shit.
They do, yeah. We used to own a bunch of Pomeranians.
Yeah, the dog's so
a long
cute,
time
but I
ago.
cannot. Oh my god, it's so he breathes on you, and yeah, it smells like hot dog shit.
They would constantly dine in the litter box. It was the weirdest
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, because she's got
Yeah.
my old cat, and he eats cat shit.
Yeah, my dog that just recently passed ate out of my cat's litter box.
I don't
Quite
get
a
dogs
lot.
that do that.
Yeah, and it was a shit palm.
I just posted in Discord what the larger of the creatures looks like.
I believe you DM'd that to me instead of the
Oopsie.
group.
Let's do it one more. We'll do it again. This time do it right.
Good practice run, though.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
This is a demon called a Vrock.
Almost looks like an Arakoa.
Like a Skeksis.
Yeah, or a Skeksis.
And the smaller ones look like this. They're called Kazmi.
That's my blue girl Bree.
They are also demons. Oh, cute.
Looks pretty old.
Yeah, she's about 10.
Okay, man.
There's also this creepy child sticking its hand through my desk. Stop messing with my camera, child.
My cat heard you talking. She decided to crawl up.
My cat gets mad at me when I'm playing games because I don't have enough lap for him to be in because he weighs like 16 pounds.
My cat's the same way, and I can't hold him in my lap unless I'm slid back. So the desk is too low. It sucks. And he gets pissed. Plus, I got a little space heater underneath my desk because it's in the basement and I'm in Wisconsin and it's cold as shit. So he likes to lay down there and get fucking away all the time. And I run over
My
his
nose
tail.
is frozen right now.
My hoggle kitty. I don't know where he is right now though.
Yeah, my cat's in my brother's room. And she don't want to be bugged.
Okay. Did they give me tokens for these already? Let me see. They did not. Okay, let me see if I can get some tokens out here. Oh, there's a token page. Let me look at that. Maybe they're here.
If I were to be looking for tokens, that's where I would look.
Right. How are these ordered? Oh, why? Oh, cool. They're kind of ordered by type. That's handy. Give me just a minute to dig around through this.
Hold on, rearrange on this window a little bit here.
Okay, yes. Here is that. Oops.
But chicken?
Kind of sounds like a chicken.
Yeah, a little bit.
The hell? Ah, okay.
Oh, it's a kitty.
Yep. Scattering playing with his cat.
Oh,
Not
you can
supposed
hear
to do-
that?
Yeah, we
You're not
gotta
supposed to
hear
do
the
that
meow.
on cam. Hello.
Almost sounded like a chicken at first.
Oh, she's getting scratched the crap out of. She loves it. Yeah.
Just watch out for the claws.
No, she's too nice. She doesn't claw me.
My
Oh,
cat
God damn
drools when I pet him and get him going good.
Oh, she's drools like crazy too. It's a
Yeah.
happiness thing cats do when they're
Oh,
happy.
it's so annoying. Anyone wants to lick me, and I hate that.
Oh, you don't like sandpaper kisses?
Ugh. I don't
my
mind like
cat,
one or two, but he'll just sit there and lick the same spot real hard.
yeah, my cat, like when he
Trying
gets
to
into
lick
it,
my
like
skin
he
off.
starts to love you aggressively. Like he'll lick, head rub,
Mhm.
nom, bite.
Hoggle don't bite unless I go for his belly, unless he's standing up. Then he likes his belly. I don't know. He's
My
weird.
mom's cats
Yeah.
are like that. They're not
Yeah,
like that
that-
with me
And
because
my
I
mom's
swat
one-eyed
them. But
rescue cat who loves his belly rubbed.
Okay, so there's a little bit of in-air combat that happens. They're attacking each other and flying around. All of these have wings before they land. and you can hear panic on the part of your drow captors. They're all kind of streaming out of their places to defend their outpost.
Unless something comes at me, I'm just gonna let them all fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I would avoid the mosquito monsters especially.
So I'm just gonna go to the armory unless something engages me.
I'm just gonna follow Thorn. I don't care where he's
Yeah, I'm
going.
right behind Thorn.
Yeah, looks like I could make it there in half a turn, so I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
You said the armory, if I'm guessing correctly, is why won't my token? Oh, the door shut. I can't move my token out of the cave. So you said it's this way in this stalactite.
It's the one, yeah, right adjacent you.
All right, I'm going in there to go find her stuff.
Okay.
Get out.
Come up with whoever is going behind. Come up with sort of a marching order if you can. I'll put you guys all outside.
I lost connection to the server.
Don't do that.
Roll 20. Topsy makes her way in front of everybody and is nearly hyperventilating and just seething with anger. You suspect she's going to want to try to get payback right now.
Oh, yeah.
Telly, are you inside or outside the prison? Your token.
I'm trying to get mine out, but it won't let me drag it out.
Okay, there you
Here, I'll let you do it.
Okay, so Thorn, you're first down the ramp. We'll let you get to the door. Who wants to be next?
I'll go after her.
Who's after Telly?
I'll follow right behind Telly.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be second to last, I think.
Ellie's token keeps getting put back in the.
Yeah, I lost connection to the server. I'm gonna try to reload this side here. Might fix it.
I mean, does it look like the deep gnome chick? I still can't remember which one's dead and which one's alive.
Topsy is the alive one.
Okay, so does it look like Topsy's just gonna go Leroy Jenkins on us? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna try to stop her from suiciding.
She is not pushing her way past you or anything, but she's like in line, like ready to like get in.
She wants some nuts.
I'm gonna look for some brass knuckles for her.
One moment. Okay, just as you are about to reach for the door that opens the stalactite, it opens from the other side. And I'm going to have y'all, everyone is going to roll surprise. I'm going to have, Thorn, since you're first in line, I'm going to have you roll it for the party, and I will roll it for them.
Where is that on this sheet?
Where's the orc?
3.
Oh, so it's not like a roll on the sheet, it's just a competing d20?
I don't know I don't remember what the actual rule is for it, but they rolled shitty, so they are not getting surprise on you. If you make a good roll, you will have surprise on them. It's not necessary. You also rolled shitty. So
better than them.
None of us are surprised.
It more or less cancels each other out. You're both like, what the fuck? So we will just roll normal initiative.
Regular initiative?
Yeah.
Don't forget to click your tokens before hitting your initiative roll, guys.
Really? Does that have bearing?
It does. If you're actually using the in-game turn order, like the little pop-up that happens in roll 20, if you don't have your token selected when you roll initiative.
Is it in the dice thing or?
It's right next to your armor class and between armor class and speed on your sheet.
Oh.
Is there a way I can just have it roll?
Yeah, there's a setting. If you don't want to, if you don't, I like doing the little like drag for it. But if you don't give a shit about that, go to the settings.
Ouch, Seldrick. That sucks.
And
Dude,
then,
that does suck.
You're going last.
Yeah, he is.
There's not much I can do, anyways.
So near the top, there's enable 3D dice, and if you check right under it, automatically roll. You click it and it'll go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna switch that on too. That sounds useful.
Where's that at?
In settings, Celdrick's way last. Right under enable 3D dice is you can check automatically roll 3D dice. You won't drag the line out anymore if you check that.
Oh,
I see a 10 on the dice, though. What the hell?
modifiers.
I guess. I must have rolled a 1. Like, literally rolled a 1.
You did.
You did.
Yes, you did.
So far, it looks like I'm going first.
You are.
Melinar is gonna go first. Well, so Mark is.
No, Sarah is.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Oh. Why doesn't yours show up next to your name?
Because you rolled.
Oh, she did some other roll just before that. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
the surprise roll, remember?
That's right. Okay, so I rolled once for me, the GM. That is the Monsters Initiative. And then on my laptop, I rolled for my character. That's DJ14. That's Millionaire's roll. To keep them separate. All right. You are up first, Thorn.
How many people do I see in the room?
There are 3. There's 2 Drow and an elite Drow warrior.
Can I hit the elite drow warrior with my breath from this whatever distance we are?
You're not seeing them, are you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me.
Now I am.
There.
I'm going to attempt to breath the bigger guy.
Okay.
That didn't do very good.
All
I'm
right.
sure 9 doesn't hit him. Oh no, it's a DC con save.
Right. So there is no attack roll.
That's weird. Why does it put an attack roll on there?
Anyone within 10 feet in front of me. So all 3 of them are gonna get hit.
Yep.
Nice.
Not for there.
All right. Let me.
I'm rolling this again just to make sure I got rid of the attack part of it. There it goes. Okay. So.
So the first roll was 7, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 9?
No, it's 7.
It's 7 damage. The attack roll shouldn't have been on there. I just forgot to unclick the attack roll part. So if they make a 15 or higher, they take half damage. Or a Constitution save.
Okay, I am getting their constitution, or I'm getting their character sheets up. Okay, so the 2 Drow are carrying short swords and hound crossbows. The elite Drow warrior is got a same weapon. Okay, where's their saving throw? Dexterity?
Nope, con.
Constitution.
Constitution? Okay. All right, the Drow just in front of you. Are these guys on your token layer? Yes. He has no modifier.
Oh, he takes half damage.
He succeeds, so I'm going to round up. So he takes 4 damage.
Yeah.
So he is down to... Okay. The one right behind him.
He takes full.
Fails. You know, I'm going to do this backwards. I'm going to add instead of subtract. The last one, he has +2 to his roll. He
Still
fails.
whips it pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
And your breath attack is we're
Acid and cold.
both of them together.
Yeah.
Okay, so the door opens. They're like, "Whoa, fuck!" They're expecting, you know, the demons that they apparently know that these sorts of demons have made raids before, but they open the door, not expecting to see all of the prisoners streaming at their faces. So they're kind of shocked. You're kind of shocked, and it's almost reactionary. You just let it out. The whole room fills up and freezes over. The furniture goes icy. The tapestry that's on the wall froze, like instantly freezes up, and part of it cracks off. And the elite drow warrior has the sense to put his arm up. But that just kind of makes it worse somehow. Like Eddie's and like his face like gets acid frozen, and you hear all three of them let out a scream. And next up, let me record this initiative real quick so I can keep track of it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'd be next up.
I don't have anything I can do for bonus action right now because second wind is a bonus action, but I'm not hurt at the moment.
I don't know what I can do.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay.
Damn.
Good news though to our casting person, you are now out of the cell. You can now cast things.
Yes.
I can cast thaumaturgy.
Okay.
You don't have any other
What does that
cantrips
do?
that don't require stuff?
Kyrus, you're up.
Yep.
What does thaumaturgy do again?
Absolutely nothing.
Basically, think of him pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Oh, okay.
Magic tricks, basically,
Pretty
For-
much.
for performance reasons, I guess.
It would make some
Yeah.
gold.
All right, what are you doing,
It's-
Kyrus?
Used to help with like intimidation or stuff, you know, impressive,
fuck.
being impressive.
Yeah, I hear. Shit. Oh, I can't do any attacks, pretty much.
Let's see. What are the rules for like line of sight? You don't have a bow right now. That's right.
I don't have a bow until we take out one of those two assholes. I'll take a crossbow and dick around with it.
Supposed
I mean,
to
you
have
can
crossbow
always
proficiency
just make
myself.
A strength check and try to take one of their crossbows from them.
That's true. I'd have to move up in front of you.
Thorn, do you want to move in or anywhere at the end of your round?
Yeah, I can move in the room. It's just there's no real space on the board here to
You can go there.
release. Okay.
Where's the orc at?
If you want, you can go one deeper still to here.
Sure. That works.
I'm
Is the
gonna
orc
I'm gonna
still on me?
excuse the opportunity attack this time from the elite drow warrior because he kind of didn't have a good angle on you and you kind of scooched around him. All right. Now, Kyrus, you can go through friendly
Right.
icons. So if you want to just jump the line past Telly and get in there too, either at the door or even further in, you can do that.
Yeah, I can go here and try and do a strength check and try and get a crossbow off the asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. You could even go up to there if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. I can go up there.
Okay. All right. You want to do that? You want to try to wrestle his weapon away from him?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. We're gonna do competing strength checks. Let's go ahead and roll. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
You are now the proud owner of a short bow.
Actually,
Or
crossbow.
crossbow.
That's a good roll too.
You beat him though. Yeah, he's so fixated on the dragonborn that is like icing and melting his face that you're able to kind of trick him. He's got his short sword in his left hand and he's got his hand crossbow sort of ready to go. and he's about to take a hit at Thorn, and you just grab him by the wrist, like grab the hand crossbow and just yank it out of it. And let's see, what was your actual roll?
My actual
You rolled a
roll?
19 plus 3.
Yeah.
You rolled high enough that I'm going to let you shoot it at him too.
Oh,
if,
cool.
If you like.
I will. The only thing is, I don't have the crossbow on my character sheet. Yeah.
You're not proficient with it. Oh, okay. Let's add it. So if you hit I to go to the compendium and type weapons.
Yep, I got you.
It'll bring up the whole weapons page.
Whoop. Weapons, hand crossbow, and then just drag it in.
In your weapons, attacks, and spellcasting pane, you'll need to hit a plus to add a new one. You'll have to fill it out a little bit. Telly is impressed with this hand martial arts maneuver that our ranger friend has just done. He just disarmed the guy and put it to his head.
Damn straight.
And made a shot.
I nod with my approval.
Very well done.
Impressive.
This is kind of a perfect scenario for you, Telly, too, because you don't need any weapons.
Yep.
You're ready to kick some fucking ass.
I was just looking at it, didn't realize I got my dex bonus to my damage with my unarmed.
Yeah. Do you need help? In the interest of time, do you want me to do this for you?
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. I am going to copy the name, switch it to dex. And it is D6 piercing plus. Did crossbows add dex bonus? I don't know.
I don't think so because it's all in the thing. A regular bow you have to pull back, so that required dex. I think that's how it was in second edition, at least, if I remember correctly.
Oh God!
A long time ago.
Don't remind me.
Longbow. I'm gonna let you have it. Dex gives you better aim, so you can hit more vital organs.
Okay.
I don't see anything in the rules, and don't ever recall any 5e stuff that has difference between bows and crossbows. So I think it is just Dex.
Yep.
Okay. That didn't go entirely right. Damage of D6.
Proficiency is like 2, right?
He is not proficient in hand crossbow. Well, it's a simple weapon. So it's a martial ranged weapon. So he is proficient. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you're a ranger. Come on, you know how to use this thing.
It's a 1d6 plus 3.
I'm gonna do a test roll real quick because it doesn't look like it's filled out right, but I don't know what's wrong with the filling out of it. 0 plus 3. It's no, the damage is incorrect. Oh, you gotta type in. All right, 1d6. There we go.
Yep.
Plus dex. All right, you ready to go? Go ahead and just click the word hand crossbow, and it'll do your attack. Oh yeah.
Well, that hits, and it doesn't meet.
16 was. Oh Jesus! Nice. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, this is impressive. Like how well he just like. This guy was so caught off guard. He's like blocking the ice. He goes to slash at Thorn, and his other hand, it like just magically, boom, his hand crossbow disappears, gets turned on him, boom, and shoots him right in the side of the head.
So some John Wick shit.
It was some John Wick shit. It goes right in his temple and is jutting out the other side of his skull, although it does not fully leave it. And he falls over, flat dead instantly. All right, next up is.
Oh wait, no, you.
Melionar. Melionar is going to... Let's take a look at the spells.
That's the dwarf or cleric, right?
Yeah, that's a cleric friend.
He is going to run up to here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. He just starts praying very vigorously. In the name of Ilmata, let the darkness be sucked from your soul and the light be imbued upon you. And you see light like jut out of his hands. And I'm going to make a constitution check for the still alive drow in the back. He has no bonus, so it's just a straight up d20. He fails it and is going to take 1d6 radiant damage. All right. You see the skin on the side of his face and his neck that's facing it start to kind of boil and burn. Ah! And he lets out a scream of pain. Between the acid and the and the radiance, and he like there's sort of a violent like strobe of glorious Ilmater light that kind of blinds him a little bit for a moment. He's slightly thrown off. Next,
weaponized sunburn.
That's right. Next up is Telly. Oh. Let me also mark this motherfucker as dead.
Where's Ront at?
They're all sort of like streaming out of the cave behind you guys. As you sort of get into your advanced positions, I'll let them fill in behind you.
Do I see? I'm sure I can't see too much, but do I see any keys or anything in there? Maybe any...
You're pretty sure most of these guards have keys
I'll move up to the guard.
on them.
This one in front of me, is he alive?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's on the ground, so you can stand in his square now. Do you guys see the I'm dead icon?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see it. It's just
Yep.
a little small on my monitor. I can't move on top of him for some reason. It won't let me.
Okay. I'm going to move him out of the way. I wonder if I can mark him. I'm going to move him to the map layer. Can you move on top of him now or no?
Nope.
Okay. Let me layer token, go back to tokens. I'm just going to we'll say as he's like falling, you basically like grab him by the shirt and like throw him out the door behind you.
Maybe it's because of the door.
And what's that?
Maybe it's because of the door. It still won't let me in.
Oh. All right, I've moved you inside.
I wasn't able to get through the other door either.
Yeah, there's probably
Still won't let me.
His weakness is doors.
Yeah, right.
Do you want to be
My
inside?
one adversary. Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Giggity. That's what you said.
All right, what are you doing?
You know what? I can still kick, so I'll make both my attacks on this.
So both your
Someone to
attacks.
my
Do you have two attacks?
Well, if I make a first attack with an unarmed attack or my monk weapon, I get a bonus action that I can use for a second unarmed attack.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Freaking monks and their martial arts.
So you can do two unarmed strikes, is that right? Or do you need one to be a weapon?
When I
and
use
one-
the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Killer.
But I only get one bonus action a turn. I think that's universal though. So I roll. I just click the monk unarmed, right?
Pardon?
Yeah, just like that. Okay.
All right, 12. And you're which one are you attacking?
The one to my left. The one in front of Thorn.
Okay.
The not elite one.
His armor class is higher than that.
I whiffed on that one.
That's a miss. You want to attack again?
I only get the one. It rolled to 2 dice. That's weird. Why did it roll 2d4? It should be 1d4.
Hold on a sec. Let's read this.
Unless it's an automatic hit.
What did you click to
Yeah.
do the attack roll?
I click monk unarmed.
Oh, monk armed. Okay. So you
It should
rolled
just be 1d4 plus 3, but it rolled 2 dice. Why does it show 2 dice on my screen?
You didn't take off advantage or anything?
No,
No, there's no advantage.
I'm in
Is it-
normal.
There's only one d20 on the screen.
Oh, right. We're talking about the damage dice.
Yeah.
Let
Well,
me,
from the way it reads, it looks like they should both each their own separate attack rolls.
Yeah, I think they are
Okay.
each separate.
so you practice martial arts.
So yeah, I can make it one more. Okay.
Oh. What's up? Come here.
That didn't build in
Ugh.
your
What do you want?
modifiers, which are what?
What to attack?
Yeah,
I got +5.
15. Okay, so that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It already did
Say
So it's-
hi.
4. And my second attack would have hit 2, so I got to roll another d4. +3, so 6.
Okay, so you hit him for 6 more damage.
Yep.
All right.
So total 10.
Oh, my little helper decided to come in.
Is that
Uh,
a dog or a mop?
Yes.
Good answer.
what are you using, Telly? Hands, feet?
My hands are kind of bound up, so I'm kicking.
Okay, yeah. So we'll say your first one kind of missed because they're bound up. You tried to like kind of bash them over the head, and that didn't work. So you just like did a little
Come back with a
like,
roundhouse.
back, and you caught him like right at the base of the skull, and you basically saw his head kind of like weren't like come separated from his spine for a moment, and
Some combat shit.
his neck is his spinal cord has been severed. His head kind of flops over as he collapses to the ground. He's dead.
That works.
Okay there, Chuck.
Okay. Next up is them. So the elite drow warrior. Telly, you're kind of in his line now, so you are going to be the recipient of his attack.
I have an AC of 16.
Okay. He has multi-attack, so he's going to make 2 short sword attacks.
Ooh.
It's gonna hurt.
Let's hope he rolls crap.
You have that much AC without armor? Damn.
Yeah, monk, dex.
Damn.
Yeah.
I get dex plus wisdom bonus for my AC.
Well, that's a no.
Okay, 13. That's a miss.
Yep.
And an 11. 2 misses. So meanwhile, he
Matrix that shit.
he comes down on you with the first one, and you basically just like flunk, like you capture his short sword in your shackles, and then he comes for a stab on the other one, and you just like flunk, and like block it out of the way, also with your shackles, and his short sword is still stuck in your grasp now. The other 2 are dead, so we are going to move on to Seldrick.
We can't hear you. Mike's muted.
Oh, I know. I was talking to my mom.
It's your turn.
Oh. Uh, I guess I can move here and search the closest body for a key.
Yeah. So as Tully was heading in there, and the first guy was falling from Curious's magical like disarm shot through the head John Wick maneuver, and as the body was falling, Tully did a move where he basically just grabbed him and like shoved him outside, and you almost catch him in your arms as you're like coming up to get him. He almost flings over, so you're grabbing him by the trousers. Half of his body is like hung over this bridge. So, can you make do you want to make a strength check to prevent his body from launching down to the webs below?
Like how we got acid breath, John Wick, kicking man, catch a dead body.
Fucking shit up.
I can't really do much.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to. Oh, you almost lose him, and like you pull his body over. Millionaire's right behind you, and he helps grab him too. And you search him, and yes, you find keys on him.
Nice. Now, is that my action's done, or can I unlock myself, or?
You can unlock yourself as well. Yeah.
Okay, I can unlock myself and then chuck the key at whoever's.
It's
next.
Telly's who's inside there, but the rest of them are starting to come out. Topsy,
I think I'm a little tied up at the moment, though, aren't
I? Okay.
Is not bound. So the others are starting to make their way towards you. You guys can't see inside anymore.
No.
I'm gonna.
You could probably move the torch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep making
now
torches.
because we can probably. Oh.
There we go.
More torches. Just keep an eye on that stool guy.
Right.
Is Stool going to be the Baby
he's gonna
Yoda
come
of
in
this
handy.
campaign?
Yes,
probably.
Baby Yoda. The little mushroom thing.
Looks like we're bringing Stool along.
Okay. And that takes us to round 2. We are at the top of initiative again, which is Thorn.
So this other non-elite dude's dead, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna
I will
move his body out of the way so you can.
Well, dying severed heads do live a little bit for after they're.
Whatever.
All right, now my token's stuck. I can't move myself. I was gonna move myself and basically swap with the torch, and then go after
the elite drow warrior. All right, go for it. What are you doing?
I'm going to claw his eyeballs out. Because I'm a savage.
Hey, that is.
Yes, you do. Let's see. So he is like distracted with one of his swords has been caught, and you just go full on like bestial mode on him. You just start like just slashing at his neck and his face, and his right side was already acid and frozen, and now the left side of his upper face, shoulder is just drenched
Blendered.
in blood from all the sort of lacerations that are fucking him up.
I'm gonna stare right at the drow in the eyes and laugh at him. This is happening.
All right.
You can do a silent laugh, huh?
No, I can still laugh. I just can't talk. I'm missing my tongue, so I can grunt and make noises and stuff like that.
Next up is Curious.
Yep.
Kyrus.
Let's see. Should be able to go. Damn it. I can't move my guy.
You want to go there?
Yeah, thank you.
The room's small, so technically, like, I had your icons outside of the room.
Okay.
All right, what are you doing?
Should be able to hit him with a crossbow as well.
Yeah, I think that hand crossbows don't have like a reload turn. You can just keep like, you're able to like grab. There's like one in the chamber, and then you've got two more like little dart arrows sort of attached to it, and you're able to grab a couple off the body too as a bonus action if you like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you've got 5 in hand as well. Total 8.
So let's shoot him. Here's hoping it works. And it not.
No. You get over there, and after your ultra confidence from your John Wick badass maneuver got to your head a little bit, and you're like, oh, you're struggling to like get it in, and as you're loading it, you miss, like you fire as you're trying to load it, and now you're like flustered and trying to get another one in there.
You're right about the hand crossbow, by the way. Loading it and firing it, you can do it in the same action.
Okay, cool. Next up is Melinar, which it's getting a little crowded in there, so he's gonna hold tight. So let's see who's after
I
Melinar.
think Telly's next.
Telly's
Yeah,
after.
Chuck Norris is next.
All right.
That works. I'm gonna search the dead one in front of me for some keys or something. Something to
You can also take the one I was handing you.
Yeah, Seldrick is handing you a key. Right?
Okay, yeah, all right, take those in.
Are you gonna release the short sword with the that you've got kind of entangled in your shackles?
If I can manage to get the key from him while keeping the short sword, no, I'm gonna keep that.
I mean, you can take an action to try to pull the short sword out of the guy's hands.
Do you want to try to disarm him?
Key.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead.
Sorry about my dog. Free.
Okay. I'm gonna make. We're gonna do competing dexterity checks to pull this off.
Oh, the guy's still alive with the sword stuck in his manacles.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
There goes me on my ass.
Yeah. Unless Dickhead rolls a 1. Nope. You're screwed.
Okay, he's able to like do a little like maneuver and pulls it out, and he's ready to stab at you again.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So that took up your action to attempt, but with your bonus action, you'll be able to get the key from Seldrick.
Oh, okay.
And I think even unlock yourself as well. So you are now.
Well, I'm sure this thing's gonna be dead in the round anyway. So
you are unshackled. This guy's no joke. He is an elite, his title is Elite Warrior, and
It's his turn now, isn't it?
Is.
yeah, he's not a female, so I'm still not scared.
Oh.
No, female drow are scary. I'm sure you guys have read the Driz novels.
Yeah.
They're the ones with the power.
Haven't.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's a matriarchal society.
Okay, so
It was
he is
really fun playing one on the surface.
Imagine.
all right. He is going to make. He is a little flustered with the slash that he just got from Thorn, so he's going to do one of his attacks towards each of you. So first towards Telly. Miss, and
This guy is doing terribly.
I know, I'm rolling like garbage and attacking Thorn, also the short sword.
Ouch.
That one gets me.
16. That is a hit.
But he's got +7. Jeez.
All right, you take 7 damage, Thorn.
Still alive.
Just barely.
So as his face
5
is
hit
getting
points. I'm fine.
like furiously just slashed up, he ends up like just doing a Hail Mary attack and ends up slicing your arm. The skin's peeled back. A muscle is somewhat severed and bone has been exposed. And instantly, like, your arm is just gushing blood. Next up is Seldrick.
Do I have a line of sight on the guy as I am, or do I have to go in the room now?
You do. You got line of sight.
Okay. I'm just going to chuck a fireball at him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's go to your spell.
Since I can do that now.
Bad idea, because if you chuck it in there, you hit
Firebolt.
more than one.
It's a firebolt, not a fireball.
Oh,
Nothing
okay. I was
you
gonna
go.
say fireball is gonna hit everything in that room.
Yeah, leave you toast.
All right. Let's see. Let's click on the eye.
Trying to get a fireball at your level wouldn't be.
There's
I
what-
have it set up already.
Yeah, I just
Going to-
sometimes the first time people are doing spells and abilities, I like them to
Ah.
link it into chat just so that your teammates can kind of understand what it is you're working with too. Okay. Oh yeah, nice.
Whoosh.
Okay, D10 fire damage.
So he took 7.
7.
Killer. Yeah, the verbal and somatic. So you say the words, you do the gestures, and you cast it, and this like little tiny meteor that is plasma heated just hits him where his face was melting and frozen, and is now getting 3rd-degree burns melting at it. Some of the ember plasma is like sticking to his face, and the rest of it like
There's
burst
a
off
huge
in
emotional
sparks.
roller coaster happening with things on his face.
Yeah. Ah! He lets
Is
out
this
a
the guy that
scream.
also got sunburned and clawed and frozen
Yeah.
and acid in it?
It was a different guy that got sunburned.
Sunburned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he's taking 7 damage. That is the wrong number. There we go. And we are around to round 3. Back to Thorn.
Back to me. Just for dramatics, I'm gonna take the blood from my arm, do this, and like wipe it down my face, like make finger marks, like blow paint down my face, just to like mentally screw with the guy. And I'm going to attempt again to end this. 11 doesn't do
Ooh.
the job. And for a bonus action, I'm going to second wind, which I don't remember what I'm rolling. 1d10 plus my fighter level. So
We even level 1 yet? Are we level 2 or
we're
No,
level,
we're
level
still
1 or
level
level
one.
0?
Level
Okay.
I
1.
get 8 hit
All
points
right.
back, so that puts me back to top.
You are
I look
maxed.
healthy again.
All right, killer.
Your
Uh,
arm randomly fixed itself just randomly.
After I took the blood and drew it down my face.
Kyrus, you're up. Kyrus.
Alright. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna try to shoot the damn guy with a crossbow again.
Okay.
Hit.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
We're starting to roll terribly.
This is some drow technology. You're just not quite wrapping your head around. There's like there's spider fucking engravings, and the actual string is made out of spider silk, which is like it got a really weird thing. And normally it's the bow, the wood that bends, but this has like a weird double tension of the spider silk. It has a weird elasticity to it, as well as the wood of this is made out of a like mushroom bark, a really strange kind of mushroom that they use as lumber in the Underdark. So like it literally, you're getting confused by how this fucking thing works, and like another one goes off before you're ready, and you shoot yourself in the foot. You're luckily it's just a slight graze. There was a touch of pain, not enough to make you even yelp, but your foot is pinned in place now. Next up in the initiative order is Melionar. He is kind of out of line of sight. He's gonna like get out of my way. He's kind of throwing
He can go
elbows,
through
and
me, right?
he's
Yeah.
he's shoving his way through. He gets to the back of the room, and he gets to a praying. Let's see here.
I'm just imagining Thorn standing there. He's like, "No, I'm good." He's like gushing arm wound and
Tis but a scratch.
Verbal and somatic. Melionar is going to invoke Toll of the Dead. He raises both of his hands and he bows his head. and he says, Ilmata, take this one from us now! And he points at the drow, and you hear bong, bong. A bell goes off. He's going to get a wisdom saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. So he's got a +1 against the spell save DC for Melinar is 13.
He has to roll a 12 or higher.
He has to roll a 13 or higher.
Well, he said he had a +1, so that's what I was. He failed.
Oh, yeah.
Failed anyway.
He failed. He's going to take 1d12 necrotic damage. 9. Yes, excellent. So his melted, sunburn, slashed, third-degree burn face.
It's
now,
also frozen.
The skin just starts to fall off. His chin has melted away. His collarbone has melted away. And he's kind of freaking the fuck out. He doesn't know what is going on. But it's all concentrated up here, and he's not happy with it.
I just give him a big, pointy toothy grin.
What's with you going after everybody's face? Jeez.
At least it's not yours.
Next up is Telly, who's about to kick him in the face.
Yep.
And knock his pull his jawbone out. You reach into his skin. Now that you are unshackled.
Oh.
Okay, that's a miss. Do you want to do the same thing? Do your second?
Yeah, what's his AC?
Much higher than that. Much higher than that as well.
Oh, I got a bonus though too.
Well, yeah, you can actually roll the attack from your
attacks.
attacks.
I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
So I get +5 to each of those.
Even
so,
so,
16.
They're both misses.
Okay.
So he's perplexed. He's kind of in shock. He's melting and withering and freezing and burning. But he is such a trained warrior. He still is has no problem deflecting your blows. You come in to do something to his neck, and he just elbows it out of the way, and you come in again, and he kind of grabs your arm and doesn't really do anything with it. It's kind of a block, but he pulls you toward him, and the two of you switch positions. Next up in initiative order is Seldrick. Or I'm sorry, no, now it's his what?
It's the guard's turn.
It's the guards, yeah. He didn't like what just happened to him, and he saw that it came from Melinar, so he is going to do 2 attacks towards Melinar.
Wait, hang on. Since he moved away from me to switch places with Telly, can I get an attack of opportunity first?
He's still adjacent you, so no. He would have to detach from your token to do that.
He did.
Uh, 16. That is.
I think it hits you.
Be a hit. Because I don't have my chainmail right now, so my armor class is 11.
Oof.
Oof.
And he's going to hit again.
And that also
so
hits.
He hits twice.
Oof again.
Damage is... For the first attack, 7 damage. For the
that was a D20.
That was the
That's
wrong
20.
one.
Nice try, though.
Oh!
You're lucky that wasn't his attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
16
you are
altogether.
16
unconscious.
damage.
He is down.
You got to get to -10 to die, right? You bleed out slowly, and use the one per turn still.
So Melinar still has his hands sort of pointed, and the bells have gone off, and as he does this little switch around, almost Steven Seagal jiu-jitsu move to switch positions, both of his swords go up and pierce through Melionar's arms, right up through him, and then he pulls him back down, and blood and guts and tendon kind of squirts out the bottom of both of his arms.
Oh.
And he did a bit of a twist in there, and so you think you might have heard a bone snap as well, and Melionar passes out unconscious in the corner.
Oh my.
Would that be funny if the GM's character is the first to die?
It's possible. Do you guys know the rules about stabilizing and death saving throws? Do you guys know how that works?
No.
I do.
Fail 3 times, you're dead.
I think I know, yeah. You get to 0, you're like stable, right? But you stay there, you got to be healed up. And anything below that, you got to get to -10 to die, but you lose 1 a turn. So it's like, if you get hit and you're down to -2, the next turn it'll be brought to -3 and -4, and then all that to -10, and then you die, right?
No, that's old rules. So there's a new system now. Okay. So you'll see next to your hit dice is death saves, success, and failures. So whatever your hit points are, if you were attacked and go to negative that number or more in a single attack, you're just dead instantly. That is, so if he would have gone to -11 right now, he would have been dead. But he's not. He's unconscious and bleeding out. His hit points aren't going to change, but every round until someone stabilizes him, and stabilize is an action that someone can do on him, and then you roll to see if you stabilize him. Until he is stabilized, every time his turn comes around in initiative order, he's going to make a death save. It's actually a 50-50 saving throw. And if you fail it, you put 1 check in the failures column. If you succeed it, you put 1 check in the successes column. And whichever those hits 3 first is the end result. If you get 3 fails before you get 3 saves, you're dead. If you get 3 successes before you get 3 fails, then you are stabilized and you get to stop dying.
Okay.
You're still unconscious. Your hit points are technically, I think, 1 on 5e. You get 1 hit point. Right?
I forget. It's either 0 or 1. We'll look up the official things, but so that's what's going to happen to him until either his rolls play out. Generally, what will happen is someone will go over and use their action to try to stabilize them, and it can take a couple of attempts. Or if someone has, healing stuff that will bring him out of negative, that will end the death saves as well. Okay. So next up,
that was Melionar that dropped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Melionar's down. Seldrick is up.
I think it's beneficial to end the fight before trying to save the dwarf. I think so. I guess I'm just gonna. Is there any objects on the ground, like from the corpses and stuff?
There's a short sword from the guy that is next to you that you saved from falling over the edge. There's also a hand crossbow on the ground and a short sword on the other side of the room where the second guy went down.
How much does a short sword weigh?
Not much. 2 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, you can easily pick that up.
2 pounds, yeah.
I think with your strength, the only thing you can't pick up is great weapons when it comes to weapons.
And you're proficient in short swords as well.
That seems a little light for a short sword, to be honest.
Oh, you're doing catapult. Okay, that makes sense.
I am going to catapult that sword at this guy's head.
Yes. Excellent. Okay. Choose one. Flies in a straight line up to 90 feet. Creature would strike a creature. Must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save. So this is going to be against your spell save DC, I think, which is 13. He has a pretty good dex. So here is his roll.
Firebolt might have been more damage, but this has higher potential damage. Damn.
Oh,
he just rolled right out of that.
do you do it on the short sword that is near you, or on the other one that's across the
The
room?
one that's near me, so that I don't want it to go through someone else's head.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. So he's pulled his short swords out of Millionaire. He's kind of facing the other way, but as he sort of turns around, he hears you casting the spell, and he glances and he sees what's going on, and you scrape his ear. He just barely moves. This guy is pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the amount of damage that he's taken, and as quick and nimble as he is quite surprising. All right, we are on turn 4. This is back to Thorn.
If I remember correctly, trying to do an intimidation check is a bonus action, right?
I don't know, but let's call it a bonus action.
Okay. I'm going to try to intimidate to try to give myself advantage.
That works.
Roar. All right. Nice. I officially roar in his face as loud as I can. And blah, 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 blah. Try to end this. Jesus. Go down, guy. Does a 17 do it?
No.
No.
Dang. This guy's a twat awful. I don't like him.
Let me check something real quick.
He's certainly hard to hit.
I want to do my breath again, but that would hit all of you guys.
Yeah.
Because my breath is a DC save. It's not a hit.
Okay, that is so you let out a roar. He's heard the spell. He turns to face you, and what was the attack you were doing on him?
Claws.
Claws. Okay. And you have a short sword too, right?
I do, but my claws do more damage technically.
Okay. What damage do your claws do?
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
D6 plus.
Looks like a D6
4.
plus 3.
1d6 plus 4 slashing.
Your short
Okay.
sword numbers are wrong. Oh no, because it's dex, not strength. That's
Yeah.
okay. Makes sense. Okay. So yeah, you let it out. He looks over at you and is like, he's kind of freaked out, and he's worried that you're gonna do this breath thing again. It was unpleasant the first time, but he's prepared this time. You do your slashes, and he's kind of like fucking flailing around, like parrying your hands. Next up is Kyrus.
Yep.
Kyrus.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, you put it. Ugh. Let's see. He's right next to me.
Yep, there is a short sword on the ground next to you too, as well.
I will pick that up.
Okay.
There's also probably one stuck in the wall behind him.
And don't worry, I do have short sword on the list of crap I have.
Yeah.
So it helps out in this case to attack him with it.
Yeah, it's kind of a wash from a number standpoint. Short sword and hand crossbow are the same for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same bonuses, same damage.
Did I hit it?
Oh.
No.
No, you missed.
Just can't figure that thing out.
This guy is defending against 4 of you simultaneously, and it is impressive. He is just flailing and looking around, and you sense that he is like hearing is a big part of what's going right for him. He is hearing all of the attacks that are going on, and he's almost like in the Matrix right now, just deflecting blows and dodging, and like he gets on the ground and does a little back thing for a moment and kind of flips back up. Next up is not Millionaire. We're going to do a death saving throw for him. Two. That is 1 bubble in the fail column. Telly's up.
Is there a weapon within reach of me?
There is the short sword that stuck in the wall between Kyrus and Thorn. You're able to grab it if you want.
All right, I'll head over there and pick it up.
Okay.
Don't say I didn't help.
You're able to attack. That'll take one of your sort of bonus actions, so maybe you
That's
won't be
fine.
able to
I'll
do
make that one
the
attack
double. But yeah, you're armed now.
Slice off his ears.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Oh,
Hey!
I get a +5 to that though too.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
That
serious hit.
hits.
You hit, dude.
Okay, D6 plus 3 damage.
Six points.
3 plus 3, so that's 6. He's starting to get winded and weakened, and you see him begin his falter, but he's still very weaponized. He blocked the attack from Kyrus, but his hands just couldn't be in enough places at once. So Telly, you kind of grab him by the shoulder and like just slide the short sword like into his back, under his rib. He lets out a cry, and he kind of reaches behind. Next up is him. He's going to use one attack on Kyrus and one on Telly. First on Kyrus.
That's a no. Oh wait, 15?
15. Yeah.
Okay, so
Your unmailed armor class.
so that'd be 13.
13. Yeah, that's a hit.
So he
So
hits.
he parries essentially your stuff and gets one in on you. He's gonna do 7 damage, and then the attack on Tully. Oof.
That hurts.
He is gonna
Yeah.
hit. You get hit for
Are you dead?
You're down to
Nope.
one hit point.
Oh,
Okay, at this point, Ront has made his way past
Goodness, come on,
People.
get some muscle in here.
and gets in there, and he is going to get his attack on him.
man, my initiative wasn't 2.
Yeah, that sucks.
An 11. That is not enough to hit, except for he is now flanked on all sides by everyone, so every single one of you now gets advantage against him. So his second roll is also a miss. Over to Seldrick.
Okay, I'm gonna just firebolt him, I guess. Is there a way to roll a advantage on that?
What you do at the top of your sheet, there's, you know how you have your core bio spells, there's advantage, normal, just highlight advantage.
I'll call out that you may have a fight-ending spell in your spell book.
A fight-ending spell?
Charm person.
That doesn't work.
Does it not?
No, he's an elf. I think he's got.
It works on humanoids.
He has a Fey ancestor. Any elf has an advantage on saving throws against being charmed and magic.
Yeah, that is true.
He has an advantage on it, yes, but not a complete resistant to it.
Okay, so for fireball, 15. That's a miss.
Yeah.
All right.
Charm
next-
person only just makes him like my best friend. It doesn't actually change his allegiance or anything.
It could end the fight, possibly, if he doesn't roll it. Let's see. Let's link it. Let's see what it says. Well, he'll have advantage because you're fighting it too.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't get double advantage, so he'll have advantage for either of those reasons. But
He would regard me as a friendly acquaintance.
yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think that would necessarily end the fight.
Like Boo Boo from Dragonlance. That's what I was
I
thinking.
know, right? Yeah. We are back to round 5, Thorn.
Yay! Let's see if I can actually hit the heck guy. Please roll high. If only I had my greatsword right now. I'm assuming a 16 still doesn't hit. He has an AC of 18, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, yep, that's a miss. Over to
My turn?
Kyrus.
All right. Well, let's see what I can do with my sword. Fuck no.
Bunch of misses. He is still in the Matrix. He's just blocking and dodging. And, he is in a state of absolute frenzy right now. He knows that he will probably go down. And he calls out, "I need help! Someone get in here!"
Uh-oh.
Next up is Melionar's down. We are over to Telly.
Melionarn still needs to make a save.
Yes, he does.
Ah, yes. Death save.
Mm.
18. We got a
Oh, he makes
success.
that one. Cool.
All right, over to Telly.
Hey, hit.
Hey.
We got a hit.
Hey! Somebody
Um,
got a jab in.
Okay, 6 damage on him. Excellent. You want to do your second attack?
Yeah.
I'll put a hole in his chest with your fist.
Hopefully. Ooh, a crit.
Oh!
Nice.
All right. Tell us what happens. So whenever anyone gets a
Head
natural
clean off.
crit, normally I'm making up what the end result of every attack is, but when you roll a natural 20, I let you guys tell.
I'm gonna go with the Mortal Kombat thing again. I'm gonna uppercut and snap his neck.
So
That might be my signature move now.
keep in mind he's not dead yet, so this is not a killing blow. But outside of
okay.
that, you can break a bone, you can fuck
Good
something
roundhouse
up
to that.
good.
Sounds good.
Rip his ears off.
Do the whole Mortal Kombat thing. Launch him into the air. He goes flying 20 feet back.
I don't know if we have 20 feet worth of space in this.
Hey,
No, I
you
don't
know.
think
We
so.
don't.
Just a good roundhouse. Just a good a left punch followed by a good roundhouse kick.
Whack.
Okay. All right. So you line it up. You one quick punch. You like kind of juke a little bit. He's blocking all the other stuff, and he's just open, and he sees it coming from a million miles away, and you even see him shake his head a little bit. But he like kind of leans into it. His head kind of turns, and then you do your spin.
The kick he doesn't see coming. That's
He's
really
slamming
good.
his head. So his head spins the first time with the punch, and then the kick like basically breaks his nose in. Blood just gushes down his face. He goes back into Ront, who is going to make a strength check right now to try to restrain him. And he does. He's got both of this guy's arms like pinned down, and he's got an arm around his neck. And he says, "Topsy, get in here."
Hell yeah.
She does.
Give her the killing blow for sure.
Stab him in the nuts.
And she
I
puts
hand
her
a
hand
short
up
sword.
into the air.
Oh, she's doing a spell. Okay.
No, she says, "Someone give me a blade."
Oh yeah, for sure. I was already gonna hand her my sword.
You hand her a short sword. You put it in her hand, and she raises it to his chin, and it's a little too tall, and so she like gets up on her tippy toes and just sort of slowly slides it up under his chin and into his brain.
Brutal.
And she pulls it out,
Nice.
and you see his eyes roll back into his head, and she just lets out the most blood-curdling scream you've ever heard. And she just starts like hacking his guts open, and all of the stuff is falling out, and she tears it wider, and she sticks her head in there, and she's just jabbing up inside of his guts. And she comes out, and she turns around, and she looks at Thorn, and she holds the blade out and says, "I'm finished."
I tell her she's earned it, and I pat her on the head. I let her keep it.
And then
I'm gonna rummage through the room and find my stuff, so she can.
She
keep it.
kicks his legs out from under him, and Ront lets go, and the body falls flat, and just a little splat of entrails, and the floor is covered in blood, and she's covered in blood, and she says, "Where's the rest of them?" And
Don't worry, we'll get there.
that'll be the end of our night 2 of Out of the Abyss with the Golden Elves.
I will be again spending the next few minutes looking for my stuff.
Oh yeah.
I need my stuff.
We have to go upstairs, right? It's upstairs.
Yeah, it is upstairs.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go upstairs before we wrap? Do you want to go upstairs and rummage through the armory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Straight.
Okay, you do. You guys are able to all kind of sneak down and file up, and everyone else, like, it takes a couple going up and down. So the armory is not where they're holding your stuff.
Ah.
So you don't have all of your equipment back. But this place is stocked with weapons, with armor. Let me double check here. Okay. There are 6 chain suits, 6 suits of studded leather armor, 6 shields, 6 handbows, 20 cases of handbow crossbow bolts, each case containing 20 bolts, 6 short swords, 10 daggers, 6 bags of caltrops, which have 20 per bag, 4 100-foot long coils of silk rope, 2 building hammers, and 2 bags of iron spikes. You all may take whatever you want of that.
Well, that helps.
Except for Millionaire, who will make another death save.
Well, someone
Success.
rescue the dwarf. We forgot the
Are
dwarf.
Isn't the we got too excited for loot? Isn't where is the guy? Oops, that's not the thing I wanted. Thing. Doesn't that guy do healing?
Oh, I forgot one thing. 1 second.
Wrong guy. Victory fanfare.
My DBM plays that in WoW and we beat a
Which
boss.
game was this?
Final Fantasy's-
Victory fanfare.
Yeah, Final
It's
Fantasy
Final
7.
Final Fantasy in general, yeah.
Because it's either this guy that looks like a swollen toad, the Kuatoa, or this guy, right? That does healing. One of these two.
It's
I am
actually one
not
of the other guys.
Sure.
It's this one or that. It's not that one. It was.
I would ask whoever the healer left in our group of companions to help the dwarf.
It was Jim Jar.
I can just stabilize them as an action before going upstairs, right?
Yeah. Let me read how that works.
It's the one I'm pinging here, Sarah. Jim Jar.
I'm not seeing your ping.
Yeah, sorry.
Wasn't Jim Jar the gambler?
Yeah,
The gambler.
the guy under Shushar.
So what I would say when it comes to the loot, if you can put in Discord the list of what's in the room, and then we can just use Discord to kind of decide who gets what.
No worries. I'm taking 2 bags of those caltrops, so anyway.
I was gonna take a bag of spikes and a bag of caltrops, I guess, because nothing else I could use really.
Well, I'm
Hand
taking
crossbow.
I'm gonna take a
Even though
couple.
I'm inefficient with it.
I'm taking a couple things of bolts for the crossbow.
I think there was like 5
Okay.
bags of caltrops. So
So
I
let's
think
So-
6.
let me
I
read the
have weapon
official.
proficiency with light crossbow. Does that count as the hand crossbow?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Oh, well, then I'll just take one of those as well.
Okay, let me find the list so I can link that to you guys, and then I'll read about death saves. Okay.
Also a dagger if there's daggers.
Oh, there are. You said there was.
Cool.
I just want to make sure that we keep track of how much stuff we have. Like, if everybody wants a dagger, we have 2 daggers. We have to decide who gets the 2 daggers. You know, and that's
I
something
think there was more than 2.
Well, I'm just saying. So if he puts the list of what's in the room in Discord, then you can say, I'm taking one of these, I'm taking one of those. Then we all know how many of what goes where.
Well, even though I have proficiency in any weapon I pick up is going to be worse than my firebolt, so I'd probably just be using firebolt for the most part. Hence, I was just going to bag some, or grab some bags of stuff to throw at people, so.
Okay, here is the list up in Discord. Okay, so dropping to 0 hit points. Drop to 0, you either die outright or fall unconscious. Instant death is if you go negative your main total. If damage reduces you to 0 hit points and fails to kill you, you fall unconscious. This unconsciousness ends if you regain any hit points. Death saving throws. Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you must make a special saving throw. So I think there is not negative hit points. It's just you go to 0, even if like you take more damage than 0. 0 means unconscious or dead. Whenever you start your turn at 0 hit points, you must make a special saving throw called a death saving throw to determine whether you creep closer to death or hang on to life. Unlike other saving throws, this one isn't tied to any ability score. You're in the hands of fate now, aided only by spells and features that improve your chances of succeeding on a saving throw. Roll a d20. If the result is 10 or higher, you've succeeded, so odds are a little better than 50-50. Otherwise, you fail. A success or failure has no effect by itself. On your 3rd success, you become stable. On your 3rd failure, you die. The successes and failures don't need to be consecutive. Keep track of both until you collect 3 of a kind. The number of both is reset to 0 when you regain any hit point or become stable. Rolling a 1 or 20. When you make a death saving throw and roll a 1 or 20, it counts as 2 failures. If you roll
Or
a
2
1
successes.
on a d20. If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit point.
Oh, you just get up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damage at 0 hit points. If you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. If the damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures instead. If the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you suffer instant death. Stabilizing a creature. The best way to save a creature with 0 hit points is to heal it. If healing is unavailable, a creature can at least be stabilized so that it isn't killed by a failed death saving throw. You can use your action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature and attempt to stabilize it with a successful DC Wisdom medicine check. A stable creature doesn't make death saving throws even though it has 0 hit points, but it does remain unconscious. The creature stops being stable and must start making death saving throws again if it takes any damage. A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours. So you stay at 0, but you're stable. So anyone can do it. It's just a wisdom saving throw. A DC 10.
Who's got the best wisdom?
Not I. I got the best strength.
Melian
I can
artist.
arm wrestle him awake.
It's probably me.
Telly's next.
16.
Yep.
So I guess I'll still try to stabilize him. So I roll what?
Click wisdom.
Click wisdom, yeah. That'll build your wisdom bonus into it. 21. Okay. He is stabilized.
Nice.
Yay, we saved the cleric.
That dwarf is going to be one unhappy dwarf.
Well, raid's about to start, y'all, so I'm gonna hop out of here and get into Discord.
At least he's not missing any limbs.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you over there.
Oh wait, did we get experience? That's that part, I think.
We'll sort
Or
that
we'll
out
do it
next time around.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, time for raid.
Awesome. That was fun.
All right, that was good. That guy had a lot of fucking hit points, by the way.
I can imagine it's hard to hit too.
We could tell.
Yeah.
And that was, like I said, that's just a male. Be glad that wasn't a female drow. It would have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
He'd be dead right now. All right,
I need a few more levels.
Yeah,
with some actual
for sure.
kill spells.
Damn.